guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be ranking enhypen members amongst 4 dimensions, which would be personality, style/fashion, vocals, and dance skills. I wanted to do this video because one of my loyal subscribers requested that I talk about my opinions on each enhypen member. Hopefully this is interesting. If you guys also think of other categories that you want me to rank enhypen members on, just leave it in the comments and I will be sure to get to it. I am a huge Engene and I've been watching enhypen since before they were even enhypen. Like, I've been watching since Island, and I think at that point, because of the Island logo, we were just called Eggies or something like that. But I've been a big fan since the very beginnings, and seeing enhypen in the last like 2 years grow and develop so much is like so crazy, and I can't believe they like only debuted 1 or 2 years ago. Okay, anyways, we can get into the video now. So the first thing I want to talk about is just like general personality, and I think this is pretty similar to just like my actual bias list. And this is talking about their kind of personalities in the enhypen logs and other content and interviews and videos and all of those other things. So number 1 here is my bias, Jay. Since the first couple episodes of Island, I have just been obsessed with Jay. He is like my alt bias. I think that his like resentment, anger, and shame moment was so funny, and I honestly respected him since then. He's very inspiring to me. I feel like he's very hardworking and confident, but also like a sweet person. So I just love Jay a lot. Number 2 would be Nikki. He was really young during Island, and I know there was some kind of like controversy, but honestly I still like respect him a lot for coming to Korea from Japan so young, and he's always like wanted to be a good dancer and performer. I just feel like his story is also very inspiring. Plus I think he's just like very funny and like chaotic little brother types of vibes. So I have a soft spot for Nikki, so he's number 2. Number 3 is Sunwoo. This is my 3rd bias. Honestly, at first I thought he was so annoying, and I was just like, you're doing way too much, but he definitely just grew on me. He's super adorable. When I saw him in concert in Chicago, I was like, wow, he's just so cute. And then the other thing that surprises me about Sunwoo is that when he's performing like those like enhypen's intense songs, for example Fever or Blessed Cursed, he is so much more intense, and it's like very different from his off stage persona. So I find that like very amazing as well. So I really like Sunwoo. Number 4 is Jake. I used to be a Jake anti and found him annoying also, but he's been rising in the ranks ever since I saw him in person too. He has very like puppy energy, and I feel like on stage he was so happy and interacting with the crowd and just like happy to be there and stuff like that. So because of that, it like always brings a smile to my face, and he's like very funny. My favorite Jake moment is when he went to Fort Worth and tried to call the crowd, but he said Fortnite instead of Fort Worth. Like, that's so funny. After Jake, number 5, I would say Jungwon. He's okay. I feel like he's slightly annoying to me because sometimes he just has like extreme naive / clueless / innocent vibes, and it's okay, but it's just like not my favorite compared to everyone else. After that is Sunghoon. So he's really handsome, but I just think I don't really know what his personality is like. He just seems really basic and normal and doesn't really do too much. So he seems like polite and everything, but I just like don't really pay attention to Sunghoon that much. And last is Heesung. Heesung just scares me. He has extreme fuckboy vibes, and I'm just scared of him. So yeah, he's last. Okay, next category would be style and fashion. Number 1 is obviously Jay. I love his fits and feel like he always tries something new and unique, and he said that he wanted to be like a stylist and stuff, so I definitely wish him luck in that. And I love some of his like Instagram fits. Like, I will post one on the screen here, and it gives extreme Kylie Jenner energy, so I've been obsessed with that. Love it. Number 2 here is actually Sunghoon. I feel like he has very mature, adult, business casual, business like formal types of vibes. I never really find anything wrong with his fits, and I think it like suits the way that he is, so I would put him at number 2. Okay, number 3 is Heesung, because I think that he has like a clear style, which is like the ripped tight jeans and like flannels and kind of grunge rock type of thing. It's not my favorite, but I think it suits his personality, so that's why I'm gonna put it at 3. 4 and 5 is kind of a tie. I just put Sunwoo and Nikki in this category because when I was thinking about what I should rank people, I was just like, I have no idea what these people wear. I don't remember ever thinking that they had like a good outfit, a really good outfit, or a really bad outfit. So both of them just kind of like neutral, so they're tied here. The last 2 is like people where I remember I thought something about their outfits but didn't like them. So after Sunwoo and Nikki would be Jungwon. I never see him really wear anything besides sweatpants, hoodies, sweatshirts. Honestly, it gives cozy vibes, but I don't really know if that's like a strong style or if it is a style. Not a huge fan. And then last, I am putting Jake because I know that his fashion is very much like big blazers, long jackets, oversized jackets, and I just don't think it suits him super well. Like, it might be comfortable to wear and stuff. Actually, I do this too. I just wear like a big jacket because it's comfortable, but I just feel like it makes him look more short than he needs to look, so it just like doesn't suit him super well. Okay, third would be vocals. So talking about the performance qualities of enhypen more so, number 1, I think Heesung's voice is definitely the best. I have never heard him sound off really, and I think that he has really good skills in both singing and rapping. Like he's really like versatile, so Heesung number 1. Number 2, I just have to put Jay. I think he is the same, where he's very versatile, but definitely there's times where I've heard him mess up, so that's why he's not above Heesung. And then I think another thing to point out about Jay is that they always give him like the most random parts. Like sometimes he sings super high notes, sometimes he goes like super deep, so I find it really impressive that he can like basically pull everything off there. Number 3 is Jungwon. I actually like Jungwon's voice like tone the best. I think he's like very unique and strong sounding. Actually, when I was like first listening to enhypen, I think Jungwon was like the first member who I could like always recognize their lines and stuff. So I really like Jungwon's voice. Next is Nikki. Nikki's deep voice is just like a slay, and I think he's like a pretty good rapper. So I really like Nikki's lines most of the time. After that, I would put Jake. I don't think I have like a strong impression, or like these next few people are people where I never like really pay attention too much, or none of the lines like stick out too much to me generally. But Jake, I must say, I just like rank him higher than the others because he ate Polaroid Love. Like that is his song, honestly, and it's just like a sweet song, and I think his voice like shines really well in Polaroid Love. After Jake, I would rank Sunghoon. I think he's generally really stable, but just like the same issue of I just don't feel like he stands out too much. I will say that his part in Blessed Curse, when he's like, don't tell me what to do, I really like that part, and I feel like his voice sounds really good there. Last is Sunwoo. I just ranked him below Jake and Sunghoon because there was no parts I could think of where I was like, wow, Sunwoo sounds really good there. But also, obviously, he just like doesn't sound bad. It's just kind of like I couldn't think of any examples, so that's why he's last. All right, and then the final category is dance. So number 1, Nikki. I mean, he's just dance god. He's iconic and legendary, and there's like nothing else to say about this. When I saw him in person in Chicago, he was just like amazing. He's so smooth and energetic, and his moves like go together so well, and he always hits the beat, and like you just can't look away from him because he's just so good, and he has crazy stage presence. So Nikki, just like number 1 legend. After that, I would say Jungwon. I always catch myself like watching Jungwon if I'm not watching Nikki too. He reminds me a lot of like Jungkook, where he has like very powerful dance moves and stuff. He's always executing the moves super well, so Jungwon number 2. After that, I would say Heesung. I don't really notice him, or he doesn't stick out to me as much as Nikki and Jungwon, but I feel like he almost never messes up. He is always hitting the beat in the right place at the right time. I'm just like not as drawn to him visually. so that's why he's like not higher. 4, I will put Jay. I think Jay, I mean, I always just watch Jay because he's my bias, but I think like when he's in the back and stuff like that, he definitely like lightens up, or he doesn't like put in the same effort, or is like a little more toned down. And when he's like in the center, he puts so much like energy and effort into his moves, and it can be like really, really good. So I do love Jay, but I also need to say that when I saw him in person, he didn't have like strong stage presence. I think he's like kind of just there doing his job for the most part, which is like fine. Same thing with Jake. I just don't really notice him. My eyes are not like extremely drawn to him. And then after that, I would rank Sunghoon. I think that he is the same issue. When I saw him in person, I felt like his moves were like kind of stiff, or just like not as good as everyone else. Like I just like didn't really want to pay attention to him, or I kept getting distracted by other things when I tried to watch him. But I will say that when he did Black Swan recently, it was like very cool. And last, I just put Sunu because again, I just never notice Sunu when they're dancing. This is my ranking of enhypen members amongst these dimensions. I'm a huge Engine, so if you have anything to say about enhypen, please tell me and I will talk about it with you. Other than that, please like, comment, subscribe, hit bell icon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye. I gave him cat ears.